In the 2023 season, Jesse had 3 truck starts, and with 2 top 10s and a top 5. The plan was to run a full season of truck in 2024. The RCR seat opened up and the Xfinity Series, and Jesse was part of the discussion.
Fine with it right now?
Yeah, I'll deal with it, yeah.
But if, like, at the end of this year, I can cut that hose, whatever length they want it.
Oh, yeah?
And then I can put that flow lock back on it.
I was always infatuated with RCR. I was always infatuated with Dale Earnhardt and the people that drove for RCR outside of Dale as well. You know, I grew up idolizing Richard. I remember meeting him for the first time when I was 11 or 12, running that junior late model series. When I had that opportunity come about, it didn't quite feel real. It didn't quite feel like that was actually going to happen. It was kind of like too good to be true. And then when it actually started to be like, no, this is a possibility, we went and met with Richard. I'd never really get starstruck, but in that moment, I probably was a little bit.
Jesse is exactly what we were looking for. I'm gonna tell you, Jesse's way above his years. You know, you got to realize, like a guy like Jesse, he's 19 years old, but when he turned 19, he'd been racing for 12 years. I think the one thing he did figure out that Xfinity racing is a big step up from where he was, and he's handled it really well.
I was pretty terrified of seeing Jesse in an Xfinity car. I had to trust that he was ready. Skipping trucks and going to work for Richard Childress, who of course is just such an iconic name. I think that there was so much, I wouldn't say pressure as much as it was Jesse wanting to let Richard know that, you know what, you did the right thing here.
I don't know if I want to move to this place or not. It's a big homestead.
Were you comfortable last week?
I was pretty comfortable. Well, it's kind of like what it looks like a few days before the race. Getting everything nice and pretty how he wants it, and I'll sit in the car, do my seat fit. Me and Danny will, you know, do our own prep away from the shop floor, but obviously they're getting all their, you know, T's crossed and I's dotted, and everything's, you know, getting, you know, touched up.
Mirror's good, belt's good.
Yeah.
Wheels good. All good.
Jesse Love, I took a look at what he had done in his past. Right away, I knew he had the talent. You know, when I very first met him and we sat in the office, we talked a while and talked about him coming and driving for RCR. I said, Jesse, you have the talent. I've watched you race throughout your ARCA career and watched you race and other stuff, watched him run some truck races. I said, you have that Jeff Gordon, William Byron look. Now you got to go out and be them. He's showing that he'll be a superstar. Jesse Love, you can write it down, he will be a superstar.
I'm really lucky that they trusted me with the 2-car. I work hard every day so I can, you know, make those people that put me in that position proud. And everybody on my team are a bunch of studs.
So this is my first year with Jesse. He's very smart and has a lot of wisdom on the racing side of it, but he's a 19-year-old kid.
I got a great crew chief in Danny Stockman. I'm really grateful to have him. He's like a, you know, a second father in that sense.
I take these kids under my wing like they're my own. I don't have kids, and it's just, there's so much satisfaction in watching them grow. I feel like I've tried to spend quite a bit of time with him, teaching him the ropes of life, not just driving race cars, but what life's about, you know?
There's so many people that look out for me.
That's what I was just trying to figure out, like...
I mean, I think we're fine if I just do what I did at Vegas.
Yeah.
We weren't slow at Vegas.
No, we were pretty good.
The sim is pretty important, right? But I try to look at it like a tool and not like the Bible. So I'll basically start off this session like how I would be if I was going out to practice. This is the closest that I'm going to get to how it's going to feel in qualifying.
The unique thing with Jesse this year, he hasn't been to a lot of the tracks we've gone to, right? So just getting the feel for how close the car is to the wall and what that line needs to feel like and what he needs to do with his inputs has been a big help.
It's about building repetition for me, figuring out what the nuances are, where's the biggest chunks of time that I can go and gain, and I can go kind of implement that in the sim and mindset-wise more than it is feel.